The beginning of the month is usually when you look up new games or applications for your smartphone. So I thought I'd give you the top 10 applications you should try for September 2017. Let's start things off very simple. Display Calibrator is a utility app that basically controls the color of your smartphone screen. So when you unbox a new smartphone, more often than not, the colors on it aren't really that accurate. So this app, with a simple click of a button, makes those colors accurate as possible on that smartphone's display. So if you've got a new phone, for example, or if you just bought a new flagship, this application is a must-have and does the job really, really well. Next, there's Vista Golf. Now, I'm a fan of mini golf games, and this one has to be one of the best on the Play Store for this month, or even of all time. Its controls are very, very intuitive, and you get a variety of different levels. There's an infinite mode, as well as different 18-course holes. And I think overall, the physics in this game is one of the realest you can get in any game. So if you're a fan of mini golf like I am, you'll enjoy this game a lot and end up spending more time than you should on this game. Speaking of wasting or killing time, not that you should do it, another game that does it really, really effectively is Space Frontier. The aim of the game is to launch a rocket as far and high up as possible, and the amount of distance you cover, the more coins you get. Now, as you get the coins, you can add stages to your rocket to go further and further up, and you can end up colonizing Mars if that's your aim. But I think the major thing about this game is, even though it's repetitive, it has a lot of customization elements to it. You can change how your rocket looks with the coins you collect as well, and there's even a panda one that I think one of my friends will like particularly. Moving into a bit of customization, there's an app called Adapt Icons that allows you to change the shape, the size, or the appearance of any application icon. I think it's a great way to customize all your icons to have one similar look, and once you're done with your customization, you can save how the icon looks and add it as a shortcut to your home screen or use it in any supported launcher. And while I'm at it telling you about useful apps, there's another one called Lower Brightness. Again, it's a utility app that does what the name suggests. Normally on a smartphone, the lowest brightness is the lowest brightness. But what happens is when you start using the phone in the dark, it starts to strain your eyes even at the lowest brightness. With this app, it allows you to add a filter to your screen that basically helps you lower the brightness of your smartphone even lower than its default lowest brightness. And I know I made that sound really, really confusing, but it just changes the opacity of the filter to make your phone lower its brightness even further. Now, this won't help you save battery life, but it will definitely save you from straining your eyes when using the phone in the dark. So back over to a game I like. This one's called Blue Edge. You basically control a ball through a series of obstacles, and the coins or the gems you collect, you can use them to change the appearance of your ball. There are two options to this game. One is the arcade mode and the other one is the story mode. I really like playing the arcade mode because I love endless games, but you can give the story mode a try too. I think it's a very challenging game, and the obstacles and the controls overall are a bit hard to get used to, and sometimes the game does lag, but overall I think it's a great one to kill the time because that's my hobby. And similarly, there's another game called Helix. Once again, you control a ball, but this time through a spiral path, and you avoid obstacles and jumps by tapping on the screen. I think this is one of the most challenging games I've included in this list. So if you're ready to rage and if you like really challenging games, you should give this one a try, definitely. Before we move on to our last game, another app that I found really useful this month was Unseen. So this app, in essence, allows you to see messages you've received without the other person knowing that you've seen the messages. So it can receive messages from a variety of different social platforms, and if you don't have the time to reply to a message, you can just see it and reply at a later stage without them getting notified that you've seen it in the past. So again, this acts as kind of a way to not discourage the other person by seeing the message and not replying, but at the same time, you can use it to avoid people if that's your main aim. On to our final game. This one is called Lumberwell, and for those people who have problems cutting down trees, chill. it's just a game. So you get a series of different levels and you avoid obstacles, and whenever you see a tree, you tap on it and chop it down. Weirdly enough, I find this kind of a stress relieving game, and I don't know why, but if you're just bored and want to kill the time, definitely hit this one up. So that makes 9 applications, and this last one is not an application, it's more of a launcher. Android O came out just a week ago, and I really wanted people to get a feel for Android O. So the launcher is out, but it's not on the Play Store. So this is a launcher mimicking Android O's experience, but to a very little extent. You get things like notification dots on apps, and that's about it. The whole Google experience does come into play, and you get this sort of bare bones look to your launcher with no sort of customization, but I'm fine with that because I like a clean launcher on my phone, and this one does the job perfectly. So if you're like me, definitely give this one a shot. And that's about it really. If you liked any of these applications, definitely check them out using the links down below. I've linked them in chronological order because I'm just a nice guy. And if you really liked what you saw, definitely subscribe for more videos in the future. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Adios.